Hi everyone, my name is Didi. Welcome to my video where I'm going to talk you through, and I'm not sure what to call it. It's sort of how to make the most money you possibly can. It's sort of what to pick up and what not to pick up. It's sort of, yeah, it's about this as well. You're carrying too much and can't run. It's about what you really should and shouldn't be doing with your inventory. So maybe it's inventory management. But I've set up a scenario here. So you've got your character can carry 225 weight. So you want to pick up the things that have the most value of that 225 weight. And for some of you this might be really simple and obvious, for other of you probably haven't considered it. But I've set up a scenario where I'm actually carrying 273 weight. I'm not sure what that weight is, if it's pounds, ounces, kilos, tons, whatever. But I need to reduce it down to 225. Equally, once you start to go through the items in the game, you start to appreciate what you should pick up and what you shouldn't pick up. What's going to help you make money and what's going to actually make you less money. Because as every time you go back and forth to a vendor to sell, you're taking yourself out of gaining experience. So you want to do that as little as possible whilst making the most money every time you do it. Because you've only got weight 225, so you need to make the most amount of money you possibly can for every trip. So what do? I'm going to need to go through my inventory to reduce it, but I want to do it so I lose the least amount of money possible. So I'm going to look at the weight, which is 3, and the value, which is 20. So this is just the first example in weapons of a board. So I'm going to say, well, for each one weight that this board constitutes, it has a value of, well, if I divide 20 by 3, it's just under 7. 3 times 7 is 21, but that's 20, so just under 7. So for each one weight that I'm carrying for that board, it's giving me 7 bottle caps. If I look at another example, the compensated powerful 10mm pistol, that's obviously more complex than a board, yeah? So the weight of that is 5.3, the value is 127. So that one weight for the powerful pistol is giving me 25 bottle caps. So I had to choose which one to drop between the compensated powerful pistol and the board. That's obviously worth a lot more. So I'd never drop that just to gain 5 weight. I'd drop that 3 to find something else. There's obviously each weapon, and I'll go through each of the inventory slots in turn. Each weapon is different. So for example, this crippling rolling pin, which I love, has a weight of 1, value of 50. So that's 50. That's higher than the compensated powerful 10mm pistol. You'll find that things with stars on them, you know, they're unique weapons, so obviously they're going to be worth more. Fragmentation grenades, weight 0.5, value of 50, therefore 50 divided by 0.5, that's 100. So weight 1 equals 100 for the fragmentation grenades. It's the same for the mines as well. So maybe you don't use these, maybe you don't lay mines, maybe you don't throw grenades. Definitely pick them up though, because actually they're worth a fortune. They're worth 100 for each weight, so that's much better than even the pistols. And then you can just sell them. When you get back to the vendor, you can sell them, and you're going to make the most amount of money you can for each one weight that you're carrying. The Glo Sighted hardened combat shotgun, 15.9 to 138, so that's about 9, so that's pretty good. That's better than the board. It's not as good as the powerful pistol, but it's still up there, so you probably want to take that. If I give you another example, the knuckles, 0.5 to 10, so that's actually worth 20 bottle caps for each one weight, so that's better than the shotgun. I think I should tell you something, that if you find the knuckles, definitely pick them up, because they're really good. The irradiated double barrel shotgun. So it's a weight of 9, a value of 42, so that's the worst so far, so that's only 4. It's probably because it doesn't have any modifications to it, it's just literally a cool weapon. It is starred. I'm not going to throw it away because potentially it does 100 damage per shot, which is bonkers. But yeah, if it wasn't a special weapon and it only had 4, then it's something you probably want to consider not picking up or just dropping. Molotov cocktails, 40, that's pretty good. The pipe auto pistol actually is pretty healthy, that's up near 10. Pipe pistol, again, very good. Short double barrel shotgun is 4. It's not a unique weapon, it's nothing special, has a weight to value ratio of 4, so actually that's the worst out of all the weapons so far, so I'd probably drop that. And there it goes. Short hunting rifle is 5. That's on the cusp of do I keep it, do I drop it? They're quite common in the game, so. But you see what I'm coming from. This is what the thought process I use to say I'm not going to pick up double barrel shotguns because I'd rather fill up my inventory when I'm running round with more higher value to what they weigh items. And I haven't got it here, but what you'll notice is things like the miniguns and the missile launchers, their weight is insane, but they're not actually worth very much. But you guys can start to build up your own mental picture as you look at this. If we move on to apparel, gas mask, 3 to 25, so that's 8, so that's pretty good. That gas mask is worth quite a lot. I do pick these up because I know that, and I'll sell them on and hopefully make some decent amount of money. The casual outfit, 3 to 16. Again, that's up into the, what, 3, 4, 5? Just over 5. So you want to, if you find these outfits, pick them up. The clean tan suit, 3 to 32, so that's worth 10. Awesome. Padded blue jacket, 3 to 10. That's not good at all. That's just over 3, so I'm dropping that. The raided chest piece, 7 to 18. That's just over 2. That's terrible. I'm dropping that. 1.5 to 5. That's just over 3 for the sack hood with straps, so I'm dropping that as well. Scavenger outfit, 4 to 13. That's just over 3, so that's getting dropped. And you'll notice that a lot of the apparel, unless it's unique and been highly customised, is not worth very much at all. If we look at my pocketed metal right arm, 4 to 26, so that's worth quite a lot. That's 8. Road leather's 5, and 5 is probably the minimum amount that you want to carry. If it's anything less than 5, I wouldn't bother with it. Metal helmet is 10. This unique sharp metal left arm is insane, that's 25. What about the sturdy raider left leg? 7, that's terrible, that's less than 2. So if you find these sort of things, what the raiders wear, just don't pick them up because they're just not worth anything. The only reason I'm wearing this is because it's actually really good damage resistance. So I have to wear armour, therefore I'm wearing it. I hopefully will replace it soon, but we will see. Even the Trilby hat, 0.5 to 5, that's worth 10, so that's worth a lot, a Trilby hat, and something you want to pick up. If I move on to aid generally, and I'm not going to go through any specific examples, is worth loads, and you can flick through yourself. Generally they don't weigh, they either weigh 0.5 or 0.1, so they don't weigh very much. Their value is always pretty high. As you can see, some of the Medexes and the Mentats, they're 50, so that's 500 to their weight. That's bonkers, right? Even the Instamash 0.5, that's worth 40. That's worth as much as a Molotov cocktail. So you'll pick up all the food. If you don't eat it, that's fine. I would just recommend you go and sell it all. And you can go through this and you'll notice that even really like terrible things like the rad scorpion meat is worth 55 to 1 rate ratio. That's much better than most weapons. As is the rad roach meat, that's 30. That's better than most weapons and the armour. What about miscellaneous? Everything is worth 0 in miscellaneous, and you'll find that you definitely don't want to sell any of these books because they give you buffs on your character. So ignore miscellaneous, pick up everything that goes into there, and you'll be fine. What about junk? So junk is literally what it says it is, but some of it has a really good weight to value ratio. So for example, these aluminium cans weigh 0.1, have a value of 1, therefore they're 10. So each weight you're getting 10 bottle caps. That's good, it's not amazing, but it's better than quite a lot of things, better than some weapons. So I always pick up aluminium cans. Aluminium is quite a rare resource, and that's one thing you've got to consider while picking up the junk items is this a rare resource that I need to build, customise weapons, settlements, that sort of thing? Or is it actually worth something? So aluminium cans are good, they're worth something, and they're a rare resource, brilliant. Glass, 0.5 to 2, it's worth 4. Glass is a common commodity. I'm going to get rid of it, total waste of time, and I wouldn't even pick it up. Cigarettes, this is my top tip to be honest. I always pick up every cigarette carton I can because their weight to value ratio is 1 to 50, and I can sell them all day long without worrying about it. Plastic, cloth and asbestos are fairly common materials, but put them all together to make cigarettes and they're worth 50. Really, really high weight ratio. Therefore, always pick them up, sell them when you can, happy times. Coffee pot, weight to value of 1, terrible. Plastic, steel, asbestos, get rid of it. Cooking pan, it's just steel, okay, and its weight to value is 4, just don't pick up stuff like that. Hot plate, this is where we get into the exceptions. There's 3 key items that you need to make and craft weapons and armour in Fallout 4. That is copper, screws and adhesive. So every time you find anything with copper, screws or adhesive in it, pick it up. Hot plates are perfect for that. Yes, their weight to value ratio is only just over 2, so it's pretty terrible, but you're just going to go back to your settlement, throw them into your kind of into your store, and that's it. Happy times. You do have to consider, if you're not building weapons, if you just want to make loads and loads of money, then you probably wouldn't pick it up. But I do, because I quite enjoy the crafting. Like military grade duct tape, that's actually insane. It has a weight to value ratio of 300. Bonkers, and it's got 4 adhesive. Absolutely perfect. Packs of cigarettes, weight to value of 120. Pick them all up. The pre-war money, people ignore this, but actually it doesn't weigh anything. It has a value of 8. Pick it all up, because you make loads of cash from it. You sell it all to the vendor, and then you can trade for ammo and all those sort of things. Screwdriver, steel and wood. Okay, its weight to value is 6. But do I want to pick it up and fill my inventory with things I don't really need? No. Table lamps, it's got copper in it. I'm keeping it. Toasters, springs and steel, weight value of 1, don't pick them up. Toy cars, has a screw in it, okay, I've picked it up. Wonder glue, adhesive, I need that. And you see where I'm going from, so I'm trying to reduce down the things in my junk to just literally to what I need for crafting, and that's it, or cigarettes, because they're worth an absolute fortune. So hopefully you guys found that useful. Hopefully it will help you use your game time to its max, so you're earning and leveling up as quickly as possible within the game. If you did, please hit the like button, I'd really appreciate that. Equally, if there's any kind of suggestions or feedback, leave a comment below. I respond to all my comments. If you're not a subscriber, I'd recommend you subscribe, because there's loads of Fallout 4 tips and playthroughs on my channel. That's the end of the video. As I said, hope you found it useful. Hopefully I'll see you in the next episode or the next video. Take care now.